Well, I thank you for sharing that insight into Trent Acid. I appreciate it very much, Johnny Kashmere.
Yeah, definitely. I have some. Now, Acid Fest is, of course, July 10th at the arena. What can fans expect from that event?
I mean, it's going to be all of us that really knew Trent getting together to honor him the way you would honor Trent. Trent was religious. Trent did accept Christ into his life. So honoring Trent at a church is definitely a good way to honor Trent, but it's not the only way to honor Trent. And I think us all coming together at that arena in his hometown, a building that he's been wrestling in for 10 years straight, maybe even more, and before that he was a fan in. We're all going to be there to dedicate the night to him as if he was watching in the crowd and make him enjoy it. The main event is me versus Devin versus John Zandig. Three of us, I don't know if you know the history, me and Devin never liked each other. Well, we used to, and then we had a big falling out. Me and Zandig had a huge falling out to the point where I started PW, and we ran in the same building. I mean, there was mega heat.
Right.
And we're putting that all aside, and we're going to try to have a wrestling match for Trent. You're going to see Homicide and B-Boy take on Ruckus and Sanjay Dutt. That's going to be an amazing match in itself. There's the Trent Acid Rumble. And we're going to add a lot more to it. There's a talent list on my Facebook. You can also follow on Twitter, twitter.com/AcidFest.
Okay.
And it's just going to be everyone coming together to make Trent proud. Balls Mahoney, Axel Rotten, Todd Gordon, myself, Donnie V, Trent's old manager. Who else will be? I'm trying to think who else will even be there. Everyone that was really close with Trent will be there. His best friends, his family will be there in the audience. All the money that we make goes towards the Acid Memorial Fund, towards his funeral, towards his burial costs. Its admission is free with a $10 donation to the Acid Memorial. Now, if people don't have the $10, get in touch with me. We still want you to be able to make it. Trent would want you there.
People can donate whatever they want, right? I mean, they don't have to just give only $10. They can give $50 or $100.
No. Yes, they can. There'll be, inside we'll have spots where they can donate more.
Okay.
Also, I know there will be T-shirts for sale for the Trent Acid Memorial. I'm not sure how much they'll be, but I know they will be there, and they're only on sale in the building. You have to be in the building to get them. They're not on sale on the internet or anything like that. I know we're going to have programs for sale that chronicle Trent's career, a nice biography. When you come in, hopefully we'll have the event starts at 2:30, so if doors open at 2 or 1:30 or whenever doors open, we'll have stuff playing on the Tron of, maybe a video montage of Trent's greatest matches, or so people that might be there that didn't actually get to see Trent wrestle, maybe they're a friend of a friend or whatever, they can appreciate exactly how good Trent was, I mean, he was standout. I mean, he was that good. And, I know they say there's different stages of grief, and I know anger's one of the first, and I'm definitely switching into the anger because, it makes me mad that someone has to die for people to say, oh, he was so talented, he should have had something,
Yeah.
I know we never reached out to the Federation, but it's just amazing that to me that someone didn't see Trent's like a multi-purpose tool, in a world of, the old tools. I mean, he's just, he could do anything. Trent, I need a comedy. I need you to make the crowd laugh during this match. Okay, I got it. Trent, I need a 5-star, match of the year candidate. Okay, got it. Trent, I hate to say it, but I need a hardcore match tonight. Oh, no problem. You got it.
Wow.
I mean, that's the kind of guy he was. And he did it better than anybody. He did hardcore better than the hardcore guys half the time. I mean, I watched him do a high cross body into a ring filled with thumbtacks. I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh. And he took them all right in his hands. You could see him waving his hands off like, ha, ha, ha. Let me tell you something. One of my cats knocked a comic book off the wall, and the thumbtack was sticking up on the ground, and I, of course, didn't have my sandal on. And I've never been in a thumbtack match, and I felt that, and I said, oh, my God, I can't imagine. And these guys do it. They walk around barefooted. I can't imagine. But Trent did thumbtack, something I never did. Takes balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, for fans that can't come to the Acid Fest, how can people send donations?
We had a PayPal up, but the PayPal now is asking for the death certificate, and it's not like I'm going to call the family right now and say, hey, we need a death certificate. So we're probably going to reopen a new PayPal is what we're going to do. Until that's open, basically just keep an eye on the Facebook, and if you need to, they can contact me via Facebook, and I can give an address. I wouldn't want to give it out here, but I could give it out for people that are serious about sending something. And if you can't make it, if you live in another state, whatever, it will be taped for DVD by RF Video and Smart Mark Video, and I even think Modtron, who tapes Jersey All Pro, I think they're even coming. So we'll have 3 tape distributors that'll have it, and we'll also believe hybrid. It's called hybrident.tv. They have a paper stream up right now, a pay-per-view basically of Trent's greatest matches. And it's only, I think, $4.99, and all proceeds from that go to the Acid Memorial. So you could watch that. It'll also be streaming the event live that I know of right now. If for some reason that's not going to happen, I'll let you know, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see it live on the internet as it's happening, the actual event. And hopefully that will also go towards the Trent Acid Memorial Fund is what we're hoping for. So...
Yeah, I already saw there was a commercial for the Trent Acid Tribute on YouTube as well. I've already started posting that around Facebook, giving out details for Acid Fest. So
I appreciate it, and we were asking fans to, take the poster for the Acid Fest and post it on, people's walls. And I told them, think strategically. People that maybe are famous, post it on, I don't know who, Johnny Fairplay's wall, or, post it on Oprah Winfrey's wall, or, people that, even if they take it down, so what, it's still up for a day.
Right.
And I know I want to thank the fans, because I know there was a huge presence at the WWE Raw in Philly on Monday. I know I got a bunch of emails from fans telling me that, like, just about every car in the parking lot had a flyer on it for the Acid Fest. I know there was Trent Acid signs in the crowd that got confiscated.
Yeah.
So I just can't thank everybody enough for their support with all of this. And, it's just we're all grieving. We're all mourning. He was the closest person to me. We traveled the world together. No one knew Mike Verdi like I did, and vice versa. Even our own brothers weren't as close with us as we were to each other. And, I know he would want everyone to have fun. I said, we're going to put the fun in funeral for Trent on the 10th, and I know that would mean the world to him if everybody came out. And, like I said, we're all grieving. We don't have the energy right now to be out promoting this thing like I would a PW event. I don't have time to go door to door with flyers. And,
right.
I had to take off work, and I have to get back. I have to get back on track now. It's been a week and a half.
Yeah.
And, that's why we're just asking fans to help on Facebook and Twitter, MySpace. Anything they can help with is definitely, bulletins, like I said, posting the poster on walls. Anything they can do is huge. And guys, this is huge. Having broadcasts like this really help a whole lot, and people can have them on their computer while they're cleaning their house, or, while they're doing chores, or, I just think these kind of broadcasts are good for that. It's good for getting the information out there. And I appreciate you guys giving us your time. I know you didn't have to.
Oh, no, it's
appreciate everything.
Absolutely wonderful. I mean, it's being streamed from Blog Talk Radio as well as wrestling-news.com and the Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show. So, I mean, it's going to have a lot of listeners, and a lot of people will become aware of, Trent Acid, his life, Acid Fest, everything. So.
Well, thanks, guys. It means a whole lot to me and the family and everybody. And the family will all be there on the 10th to accept the donation at the end. Trent's brother will even be there. It's going to be an emotional night, but like I said, it's going to be fun. It's about fun. So that's what it's all about. Everybody show up to have fun, and you won't be disappointed.
Absolutely. Can I ask you one final question, Johnny? I'm
sorry?
I was going to ask, is there any way I can ask you one final question?
Yeah.
What is the one piece of wisdom that you learned in all your years with Trent Acid?
Trent lived by what I like to call, and this is my words, not his. Actually, it's Byron Katie's words. Other people's opinions are none of my business. And I think that he really just didn't care what other people said. It didn't occur. It didn't affect him. And he made every decision from the heart, from his gut. And his whole life was on purpose. And, you know, I finally have learned to live like that. And I think that was probably what made him different than everybody else. His uniqueness and strength of character, that he wanted to be him and nobody else, you know.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I went through phases where I wanted to be anybody but Johnny Kashmere. And now I thank God and I wouldn't want to be anybody but me. And Trent, from age 15, always wanted to be Trent and be the best Trent he could be, and enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. He was comfortable in his skin and he enjoyed himself out there. And he wasn't self-conscious, you know, the kind of guy that would get up and dance even if people were watching. Ooh, you know, and I wouldn't. And he, you know, I was a sheltered kid from the suburbs, and he didn't allow me to be timid and shy, and he would grab you by the hand and pull you along if necessary, but he forced me to live and to experience. And after a while, I was able to uncringe and go, oh my God, there was really nothing to be afraid of the whole time. But I would have never known that if he didn't force it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, just trying to keep up with him was a full-time job. I couldn't do it after a while, guys. He didn't rest. I don't think he ever even drank a glass of water. I mean, he just was always on the go.
Wow.
And, you know, you burn the candle that bright at both ends. You know, it shines bright as hell, but unfortunately it burns out early.
Yeah.
He lived his life exactly as he wanted to. He experienced 70-plus years in 29 years. And I don't think that he was meant to live past this age, or else he would have rested in his life, is how I look at it. But he knew not to rest. And I was always like, Jesus, what's the hurry? Calm down. You know, no, this is once in a lifetime. We got to do this. We got to experience this. We got to do it. Thank God. You know, I wouldn't have you know how they say a character arc is the most important thing of a good miniseries or a good TV show or movie. Right. You know, a character starts off in the beginning one way, and by the end he's completely different, and it's completely believable. If Trent wasn't in my life, I am afraid what my character arc would be. You know?
Yeah.
He definitely made me evolve. So, and now I feel like I'm ready to take someone under my wing the way he had me under his. I'm ready to now pay it forward and help someone else evolve. Whereas I was the one that needed the chaperoning before. Now I'm ready to be the chaperone, and then I really get to pay Trent back. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's an awesome way, you know, to look at it too.
Yeah. It's the least I can do.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming on and doing this for us.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on, man.
Mm-hmm. Good luck with the rest of the show, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you very much.
Have a great one.
All right, you too.